Hi and welcome to Adam About. Today I'm going to be doing another quick video about the LazySpa Hawaii Hydrojet Pro. But what I'm going to do is a video about how to empty the water. A number of people have been in touch via my channel to ask exactly how you drain it, make sure you get all the water out of it and make sure that you don't end up with water absolutely everywhere else. So I'm just going to run through that fairly quickly now. There's three things that you need to really work with this. The first thing are the two rubber caps, a large one to fit over the filter and a smaller one that fits over the heat inlet. These came with the kit and are designed to sit inside the hot tub to stop the water coming out while you take the pump off that's just behind them. The other piece that you require is this here. This is designed to screw onto the outside of the hot tub and comes with a standard hose lock fitting on it so that you can fasten a hose pipe to this and then drain the water away to wherever you need it to go to. A commonly asked question is how often do you need to change the water in your hot tub? And the answer to that really is it depends. It depends on how much you're using it, how well you've been maintaining the water, and what kind of debris you end up within it. Located where I am outside and I haven't got a cover and there's lots of foliage around, I often end up with little bits of trees and plants in mine. So the main reason I'm wanting to change it is not because it's slimy or dirty or anything like that, but I've got loads of little bits of tree in it. So to get them out, I'm going to drain the water, give it a good clean off inside and then start afresh. If you don't keep the chlorine levels right in your water and it drops a little bit low, that's the easiest way to get the water very dirty. It'll actually change colour and go from being clear to slightly sort of murky coloured, and you often get a slime building up on the wall as well, which isn't very nice. So yeah, if that's the case, I would definitely recommend changing the water if that happens to you. Don't just try and shock it back with chlorine. It's best, I think, to empty it out, put fresh water in and make sure you maintain the chlorine levels a little bit closer.
So the first thing you need to do to empty the water out of the hot tub is you need to remove the filter.
So if you just take the whole thing off like that, just drain it out, and that's got rid of that. So then you have
these two pieces of rubber that need to go on the inside, so you just need to put those on.
First one goes over the heating inlet like that, and the second one goes over the filter like so. I would say make sure you press them on quite hard, just make sure they're firmly in position, otherwise what happens is you get water leaking out of the hot tub when you take the pump off.
Once you've got the black caps nice and secure on the inside of the hot tub, it's time to remove the pump from the outside of the hot tub. So you need to unscrew all three nozzles. Expect for a little bit of water to come out here. It's normal, unfortunately it can't be helped. They do leak just a little bit as you're trying to get this sorted. So that's removing the air one. This is the heating inlet. It's off, and this is the filter. Yeah, already a little bit of water's coming out here, so I would recommend just being fairly quick. So move the pump back, and what you can do as well is just fasten one of the black caps that also come with it onto the outside. So I tried to do that fairly quickly. Some of the water that's leaked out was just water that's inside the pump. Other bits was definitely it's leaking. There's still a bit of water coming out of here. So I'm just going to fasten on the hose pipe, fastening onto this pump here. And finally what I have is just a length of hose that I run to a nearby drain, and then clicks onto here. So that's that fastened. That's all now secure. Now I did that all fairly quickly. That's because it's very hard when doing this to not actually leak a little bit of water. So if you've got your hot tub positioned in a summer house or indoors, then expect to get a little bit of water on the floor. I guess you could put a bowl underneath here and that would really help. Once you've got this hose pipe secured, really you can run that hose pipe off to anywhere. Just remember that the outlet needs to be lower than the height of this outlet that's draining from the pool. So once you've got all that secure, you can then remove the lower cap from the inside of the hot tub, the one that's over the top of the filter. So I've now removed this cap from the filter, and I can see that the hose pipe has got water running out of it. If you do keep your hot tub indoors or in a summer house or something like that, the best thing to do is, as soon as you've taken the pump off, put a rubber cap over this outlet here, and then there's a plastic cap that screws over this one, as well as having the hose pipe sort of attachment on here. Once you've got these three in place, it's pretty hard for water to escape out the hot tub, so you can carry on with the emptying without causing any more leakage. So that's it for now. The hot tub is draining out of the filter at the base. It's going to take a little while, this, so I'm probably going to leave it for about 15-20 minutes or so. It will allow the water to drain down to that filter level. Once that's complete, you have to use the drain on the bottom of the pool to get the last bit of water out. So we'll just wait for the water to leave for now. The hot tub's been draining for just over an hour now, and the water level has reached below the filter on the side of the hot tub. So that's as much water as you're going to get out using this particular process, but it does get the majority of it out. So to get the last of it out, what you have to do is release the plug at the bottom of the hot tub, and that will get the last bit out. The problem with having the drain right on the very bottom of the hot tub is it's actually quite hard for the water to escape. There's still quite a lot of weight of water around the hot tub itself pressing down on the bottom of that drain. So what I do to help it along is use a piece of pipe and push it into the hole of the drain. Lift up the hot tub slightly and just insert that in there. So that's just lifting the hot tub up a little. And what that does is it allows the water to flow out just that tiny bit easier. That's still going to probably take another 20 minutes, half hour to get that last bit of water out, so we'll just leave it to it. So that's the hot tub empty. We've taken most of the water out. There's just a tiny bit of moisture left in the bottom. A lot of dirt and bits are now left in the bottom as well. So there's a couple of things that I do. First thing is I give a good hose pipe out inside, a good wash, just rinse the sides off and give it a good clean down. And then I use a towel to get out the last of the water, to get it completely bone dry, and as part of that just wipe up any bits of dirt, any hairs, any insects, anything else that's managed to find its way into the hot tub, just to make sure it's completely spotless before I fill it up. So there we go, that's now completely spotless, so it's ready to fill up again. So last thing to do is to just refasten the filter, that's good to go. So I've given the hot tub a really thorough dry down and wipe down inside, got out all the last little bits of any kind of dirt and debris, so it's completely spotless inside. I've replaced the plug in the bottom of the pool, I've put the filter back on the side, so now what I need to do is put the pump back on. I've already removed the caps off the outside of the pool just to get the last little bit of water out, so it's just a case of fastening the pump on there now. The pump needs to fasten back onto the hot tub exactly the same way that it came off. If you're unsure about how to do this, and I have got a video about how to set up a hot tub, you'll find a link to it at the end of this video. We just need to reconnect the pump, so I need to bring it across. It lines up like so. Once you've got the pump aligned with the hot tub, it's a case of fastening up all three of these couplings.
It's important to get these fairly tight to make sure you don't have any leaks. So that's the pump fastened on and it's ready to fill up with water. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the video of how to drain a Hawaii Hydrojet Pro. So that's it. It's pretty easy to drain. Just need to put the caps on the front of the valves, take the pump off, attach the hose pipe, remove the valves from inside, and then wait quite a long time for it to drain, give it a good wipe down, reattach the pump, and that's it, job done. You're ready to fill up with water once more. I hope you found this video useful. If you're interested in more videos about what I get up to, both in terms of reviews, how-tos, and just when I'm out and about, then please subscribe.